Yo. What's poppin', y'all? I don't know what's up with this shit, man. What's poppin', everybody? We're gonna talk a little bit about this Lift This Soul Full. Some of the shit. We're gonna talk about some of the shit that happened. Not all of it was good. But I ain't about to sit here and spend the fucking day with you guys talking about all the negative shit. I can't say I'm happy about seeing. Like, I didn't even make it home last night before I saw some of the so-called top bloggers or top platforms talking about what the fuck happened, and I just found it even more funny because they wasn't even there. And I understand you was watching it on the pay-per-view, watching it on the stream, and just like me, you got your own opinion on what may or may not have taken place. But I just kind of think, like, the fuck shit was mostly people were sharing that fucked up ass video, and I understand that's just the way of the world nowadays. Cool, like, not cool, not cool, but I understand it, I get it. But like, I didn't even make it home and I seen these top platforms just going in on the whole shit. You wasn't even there, nor did you give a fuck about the people who was there and what happened. And overall, the people who got fucked in this whole situation the most was RBE. Was Lawrence, A.R.P, Shata, and the other members of the staff, because they got a few guys, cameramen who I see all the time. I don't know their name. Salute to you guys. Every time I see you in there putting in work, and that's who I feel fucked up for. I feel fucked up for Jimz. I'm not saying I don't feel fucked up for Jimz. I'm saying there was a bigger picture than this, because the people who really ended up done off in that was Jimz, the RBE staff, and some of the fans. Now, my biggest problem was with the fans. Of course, I don't co-sign that shit that Goodz did. I did not co-sign it. It's been bothering me all night. I was really fighting myself on how I was gonna really talk about some of this shit with y'all. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I am not about to go into detail about what happened. The only detail I'm gonna get into about what happened is my disgust for the majority, not all, of the fans in attendance, supporters. I'd rather say supporters. Secondly, I just want to say, just for the record, you know, big shout out to Big Al. I got to meet him yesterday, first time in person. Even though me and him has been in the same events plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? Cool guy, supporter of all things battle rap. So salute to Big Al. Salute to No Mercy. You know, that's someone I have a lot of respect for and I fuck with heavy. I was happy that him and his wife, and of course, you know, other majority of people got to make it out the building without a scratch on them or shit crazy happening to them. But my disgust is with the fans, the supporters. A lot of you motherfuckers, first off, I was right by the stage. There was only one other person, or two other people, depending on how you want to look at it, in front of me. And then it was the stage. So I had to literally push and shove. Salute to Battle Rap Boutique. I see you, man. Salute to you, homie. I had to literally push my way through that crowd, because the number one thing, first off, there was two dudes next to me. The cameraman for RBE, the heavy set dude, I don't know his name, with the Eagles jersey yesterday. Salute to him. I see him all the time at the events. He had to tell multiple people there to stop recording. They were live streaming the fucking battles to Facebook. One dude was doing it to Instagram, and he like turned to like even put me. Not that he knew who the fuck I am. I don't give a fuck about being battle rap famous. But like, he just happened to turn and was like trying to show the crowd but he had the camera on me, and I had to tell him too, like, yo, my man, please don't film me, man, and I don't think you should be putting that on the live. And he was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be filming the battles. And what he do, turn around, was filming the battles, and he had to be told to stop. Another dude, he was there filming the shit from the time that the 1SK battle start, and I thought that was fucked up, because you paid to be in the building to be able to watch these fucking battles. Why would you be sitting there live streaming this shit? First off, you're doing it with all the staff around, and of course they're busy. A.R.P. came up to me, showed me love like he do all the time. I show him love all the time. I didn't get a chance to speak to Lawrence this time, but Lawrence is a real cool guy. If you go to events, you should go talk to Lawrence. Very cool guy, man. Likes to talk battle rap. Dope. You know, it's very genuinely interested in your opinions of the event and stuff. Looks like he's always trying to find a way to improve on what they have. Salute to Lawrence. Salute to Shatas. Another guy, cool. He doesn't talk much, but he's a cool guy, very approachable, and you know, these guys care that you having a good time. But homeboy is sitting there filming the whole fucking battle to Facebook. He got stopped like at the beginning of the Goodz battle. And my problem, yo, you paid your money to be in there. Salute, Big Al. If you guys are wondering why I'm looking at the screen a lot, I'm just people commenting, I'm just responding to them. This is live. I know some of you are gonna see it later, and it ain't live. So anyway, like I was saying, man, some of these motherfuckers filming it. Like, you paid to be able to see this battle, fam. Like, why are you sitting here and letting everybody else who didn't pay, who ain't even buying the fucking pay-per-view, you letting all the social media watch what you paid for? Then you're watching the battle through your phone as you record it. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Multiple people, Big Al, was multiple people, and they were told by RBE staff. And one of the dudes I said something to about that shit. Like, that shit is corny. It's corny. You sitting there filming this shit. You give a fuck about the social media attention more than the battle. How are you in a first or the second row of people filming the fucking battle, but you're watching it through your phone as you filming it, you stupid ass? It's happening right in front of you. It's happening literally 5 feet in front of you. What the fuck are you doing that for? But then you want to wonder why they charge what they charge for pay-per-view. Why when people like you're around and such throw events, why lately they haven't been putting the footage out like that? You wonder why it took URL, who everybody was getting on for so long, why they didn't do pay-per-view. Because you motherfuckers are bootlegging it and you doing it right there in the building. If I paid $50 with the taxes and shit, got like $55 for me to be in the building. I'm going to sit here and enjoy these fucking battles, fam. I don't care if you didn't buy the pay-per-view or you didn't show up. I don't care that you don't get to see the battle. I don't give a fuck. Support the way I support. If I don't like a card and I don't want to buy it, I don't buy it. But if I want to see it, I'm supporting one way on the pay-per-view or I'm there live. And if you think I'm bullshitting, you can look in multiple league platforms in the footage and you see me on stage. If not, you'll see me right there in the front row. Like, I don't get for the life of me. Why would you give a fuck more about recording the battle while you there? If it isn't for attention, you want the attention. Other than that, it don't make no sense that you sitting there doing that dumb shit. So that shit had me on fire, but even more that when the bullshit happened, a lot of you motherfuckers had your phones out trying to record the brawl. It was a brawl. You're trying to record that shit and getting into fights in the fucking crowd. I had to literally shove my way and get in an argument with somebody for me to make it through the crowd. Because I was in the second, I only had 1 or 2 people right in front of me. Like, I had one person on the right and the left of me right in front of me. And I was close to the cameraman, so I was pretty much centered off. Like, yo, what the fuck? I had to literally put my forearm in somebody's chest and push my way and continue to shove my way through that crowd because there's some dumb shit going on. And instead of y'all going towards the exits or moving back, you're pushing each other and getting into fist fights with each other because you're being stupid. I saw people getting trampled. Why? That shouldn't have happened. And that I understand that it began because of the fuckery that happened on the stage. But it escalated because of your reaction to things. You gave a fuck about getting the footage so later on you could upload it to something and get all the fucking attention for it. You care more about that than your very own safety. And that shit is stupid. Damn sure ain't give a fuck about the safety of others. I was upset beyond belief. Because, and I talked about this again, salute to Big Al. Me and Big Al was in touch with each other leading up to the event. I almost didn't make the event. I had my tickets paid for already, and I had babysitter issues. And luckily, I was able to still make it. I was supposed to leave before that last battle, or right around that time. And I ended up sticking it out, you know what I'm saying? I smoothed everything over. I was covered on the back end with my kids. But that was the first shit that popped in my mind once the dumb shit started happening. It was like, yo, I've been in brawls in clubs before. Look at my face. If you haven't seen, I got scars all on my face from brawls. I've been brawling since I was a fucking kid, getting it in. But I don't gotta sit there and explain to y'all my whole street credentials. When all that dumb shit is going on, I'm thinking, how the fuck do I get home to my sons? Because you motherfuckers want to get footage. Again, it was wrong for what happened. What happened was wrong. But you added on to the shit. And the fact that I got to sit there and get into a shower match with somebody else for me to be able to make it through so that I could get home to my family safely. Because you want to record shit, that it was disgusting to me. But then I'm seeing on social media motherfuckers talking about restore order. A lot of you motherfuckers was in the building added to the chaos. But whatever, man. Let me see what my man said. A.R.P. knew about it and then kicked dude out. Nah, A.R.P. didn't know. The cameraman who's part of the RBA staff, he went up to the dude. He went up to two guys and told them if they don't stop recording, you know, they had to go. What else you said over here, man? So I don't understand. If you notice the footage, there was two security guards bouncers that did not try to break shit up. At least in the footage. There was, like, you'll see the guy with the braids, the security officer with the braids on there. He was trying to break the shit up on the stage by himself. There was a lot going on. Like, the dudes next to me, like I said, I had to push through them. There was a fight going on right next to me because, again, somebody was pushing towards the fight. Somebody was pushing the opposite way to get up out of there. So they start fighting. Another group of people next to me, they start arguing over the same shit. Then I'm trying to make my way, and the dude is coming my way. So I have to literally put my forearm between his fucking collarbone and his neck and push. And all that's going through my mind is, yo, man, I don't want to sit here and be having a fist fight and get into this crazy ass brawl over some shit that got nothing to do with me. When in all reality, I should have left already to go get my kids. Instead, what I did, I said, all right, man, you know what? It's only one battle left. You know, mind you, just for the record, for anybody being stupid, because people are stupid. I had a babysitter to be able to watch my sons for the rest of the night until I got home. What I'm saying is I was going to go home a little earlier just so I can get home to my kids and the babysitter could just go. That was the plan. And I was like, you know what? Let me just stick out the whole shit. Because I had a good time. And, you know, we talking battle rap with people, man. And it's dope just to be able to have discussions with people in the battle rap community. Like, I just thought that was... like, that's how I feel every time I go to an event. Like, I like interacting with everybody. I like hearing different people's opinions. Now, I'm one of them people, I don't start the conversation off with people unless I know them. But when people turn their attention to me and start talking to me, yeah, I sit there and I talk back with them and I enjoy it. I enjoy the atmosphere, the music. You know, I hate how much time it's taking between battles, though. Man, Big Al said, yeah, shit got real. My boy, Big Guy, got trampled on the stage. Yeah, minutes before the shit popped off, I went to the bar to pay my tab. Yeah. It got crazy. VIP got crazy. And that's where Big Al was at. And VIP, that shit got crazy. You know what I'm saying? Outside, it got crazy. There was people arguing. Heading out. Finally, I got into not an argument, but one of the bouncers was telling me I had to go. And me and him got into a little shouting match. Because I'm like, man, I'm getting my coat and I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. Instead of you standing here about his coat check, you need to get your ass in there and help. Because there was a lot going on. When I get outside, same shit. There's people arguing because they're arguing over the dumb shit. Like, why the fuck would you be running to the fight and putting other people's life in danger? So if most of you are running to the fight to be able to record the shit, and a handful of us is trying to get out, how are we supposed to get out through you unless we force our way? Fucking idiots, man. But I might as well, because that was the point. I'm 15 minutes in. I ain't even... Let's talk about the battles. That Jimz and Goodz was trash. Jimz and Goodz battle was trash. And again, I was going to leave. And I should have left when I got that feeling. I was going to leave in the second round when I seen the first round was bad. The second round was bad. Once I seen that, I should have left. Let me go. As always, man, when I'm at the battles or if I'm watching the battles, I always keep a few notes around. So, I want to share some of my opinions with you guys on that battle. But I'm going to tell you right now that battle was bad. First off, I have faith in the RBE staff because of their character. And I've interviewed A.R.P. multiple times. I've been around A.R.P., at battles and shit. He's a stand-up dude. You might not always agree with things who does, but he's a stand-up dude, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna put that footage out. I don't know if they took it off of the pay-per-view or the video of the man. Yes, very true. I was there, man. Like, motherfuckers, they was definitely talking through each other's rounds. In between rounds, they was talking to each other, but they weren't arguing. I want to point that out. First off, I have to say this. I've been to battles where Jimz has performed or been there just to chill. I've been in the trap battles when he was there, RBE joints. Excuse me. Jimz is a cool dude. I am not friends with Jimz. I don't claim to be friends with Jimz. I don't claim I know Jimz. I'm saying most of the time I'm on the stage and like I've had small talk, talk about battles or somebody's round or just commenting on bars with Jim standing right there. He respond back, so on and so forth. And when I saw Jimz initially on the stage, the only two things went through my mind. Number one, he looked very focused and very intense. He had this look on his face and his body language was like he was ready to go. He looked like he was gonna be he was focused and was gonna be firing on all cylinders. My second thing I noticed about Jimz is that little ass jacket he had on. Jimz, what the fuck was that you had on? He had on a belly windbreaker. How you got a belly shirt windbreaker is beyond me. Did it look cool? Yeah, it looked cool. But my brother, that shit barely went past your belly button. That shit was on the very bottom line of your belly button. You moved too quick with one arm. Like when you went and grabbed your bag to fake like you had props. We saw your belly button. I'm not going to say there was a piercing on it. It kind of looked like you had a belly button. I'm fucking around. But he did, that shit barely went past that belly button, my man. So he looked crazy focused, like he was ready to get it on. I do like the jacket, just not the fit of the shit. And then Goodz walked up that shit looking like a straight construction worker. Goodz was glowing out this motherfucker. You gotta go through the VIP to get up towards the stage. For anybody who's never been in a club drum shit. And let me tell you something. He was glowing like a motherfucker. He had on like this bright ass neon green hoodie and neon green sneakers. Goodz was, it was crazy. So I'm looking at both these dudes like, alright, is this a battle of the outfits? You know what I'm saying? I guess so. Who am I saying? I don't know if you've seen Goodz tweet apologizing. If so, what's your thoughts? I don't really feel like that was a full apology. And he don't need to... I felt like he needed to publicly apologize to A.R.P. and the RBE staff before he apologized to anybody else. And then apologize to Jimz. DME, what's up? But apologize to Jimz. Run that 5 minutes. Run that 5 minutes. I want the 5 minutes. If I'm Jimz, I don't give a fuck if you apologize to me 20 times. I want that 5 minutes. If you look at the, again, no matter, I ain't even gonna talk about the fight. We're not gonna talk about the fight. We're not gonna talk about the fight. Let's get into round one. Jimz and Goodz, round one. Fucking Jimz goes first. Jimz pulls out a bottle of white Henny. Goodz comes out with a big bottle of Hennessy Privilege. That's what I like to drink. For those of you who are unaware, that bottle of Henny that Goodz had, that's like a $125, $130 bottle of Hennessy that you seen them put. So, you know, they started off with the shit with the Henny. Okay, that was funny, that was cool, that was creative. Salute to you, DME, for subscribing, man. Appreciate it. So, it was a battle of the Henny shit. Later on, Jimz did some funny shit. He pulled out a little nip of Henny and was standing on the stage with the shit. That shit was funny, you know what I'm saying? But that first round, Jimz goes first, man. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wasn't Jimz saying in a blog and tweeting out that this is his best material, so on and so? That shit was trash. That shit was trash. We have seen Jimz come out and got busy. We've seen Jimz get busy. Especially in recent time, last maybe year and a half, where you see how, yeah, my man said it fuck with the privilege. Yeah, man, that's my favorite one. I got the XO2, which is a $220 bottle. I got that right over here. It's pretty much empty. I got one shot left in that motherfucker, and I'm holding on. Matter of fact, hold on. I want to show you this shit. I'm a Henny drinker, man. This is a bottle of XO. This is a $220 bottle of XO. And I got a little drop in the shit. I don't know if y'all can see I'm holding on to this shit, man. I'm holding on to my shit. You see that, Terrence, man? I got a little shot in this shit. It's a $220 fucking bottle, man. Yeah, man. But right now I'm sipping on some Coney Island Brewing root beer. It's literally beer. Literally beer and this shit. The alcohol content is 6%. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Salute to all you guys, man, and continue to support battle rap. Fuck this shit that happened, man. But anyway, Goodz went second. Goodz round. The both of them had an okay round, but it was trash by the standards of both of them. First off, I expected way better from Goodz. I expected way fucking better from Jimz, especially when Jimz said this was his best material. I'm like, all right, cool. They start with the talking through each other's rounds and somewhat joking. Goodz got this thing that he does all the time where while somebody's rapping, he's just doing extra shit. He's talking to people in the background. He's laughing and pointing to people in the crowd. There was a dude in the crowd I see at all the battles. I don't remember his name, but he was like in front of me and the stage, and he was yelling and shit, telling people to be quiet, all kind of silly shit too. He seemed drunk. He seemed drunk. But it was like everything else is going on. Like, this is not what the fuck we paid for, especially not a main event. If that's the case, then the main event should have probably been John and fucking Big K, because they had a crate. Yeah, you're right. It is a strategic move on Goodz part. But overall, like, I would have rather the John versus Big K have been the fucking main event, because that battle was a good battle. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The 1SK battles was better than this Goodz versus Jimz battle. Second round, same shit. The first round I got tied, and not in a good way. Second round I got Jimz edging it, and not in a good way. Third round I got Jimz winning that, and not in a good way. Yeah, you definitely right. It is strategic if you let it bother you. I agree 100%. I just feel like, why do the extras though? Why do the extras? Because if somebody do it to you, you be upset. But that's minimal compared to what actually took place later on. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I did not think this was a good battle. I thought the shit was whack. I was disappointed I even stood that long to even watch that shit. Jimz won that. Needless to say, Jimz won that shit. And that's it. Jimz Jimz took that 2. I gave him the second and the third. That first round to me was tied and in a bad way. It was tied in a bad way. Let's get into this 2-on-2 though, if y'all don't mind. Let's get into the 2-on-2. That's what I really want to get into. So, Big Kannon versus Charlie Clips. The first round is on the Cannons. Now, Big Kannon is one of my favorite. One man said, oh, you right, DME. He did tell, you right. Goodz did tell T-Top in his battle he'll knock him out for the dumb shit that he happened. Even turned around and told his mans, chill, he a good nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Now, I understand some of that shit is veteran moves. It's like in sports. Like, you got your little shit, you get away. Like, I tell everybody, Floyd Mayweather get over. I like Floyd. Floyd Mayweather get away with elbowing motherfuckers all the time. All the time, he do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? These are little veteran moves. You're going to accept that before you accept what happened at the end. But I still think it's corny because he get upset when people do that shit to him. But we off that good shit, whatever. There was nothing good about that battle. I don't give a fuck if the battle finished 100%. That battle was about 97% done when that dumb shit happened. It didn't change that Goodz lost and the shit was trash. We had what, like a 3-4 year fucking build up to this shit? And so you gotta salute RBE too for the way they've been pushing that shit for the last few years. If I was Jimz after that first shit or the first 2 times that the negotiations ain't go through, I wouldn't want the fucking battle at all. You can keep the shit. The 2-on-2, Big Kannon and Young Kannon, 2 of my favorites. Bar for bar, I dare you motherfuckers to tell me 5 people who bar for bar are way better than Kannon or Young Kannon on their own. I'm not talking about as a team. On their own. Young Kannon and Big Kannon, they might not have the biggest names. They might not have all the shit that that people look for in actual stars. They are not stars, but they are 2 of my favorite, and I feel ridiculously underrated. If you really look at it, the both of them got a few of your favorites they beat. Yeah, that 2-on-2 was definitely one-sided, Al. Like, that shit was definitely one-sided. I got Clips and DNA taking that shit, but in the first round, it's like Big Kannon starts it off, he seems a little flat. Yeah, you're definitely right, DME, but you know what the other problem was too? That stage the whole night was overcrowded. That stage was overcrowded for no fucking reason. And it seemed like after every round, the platform was getting smaller and smaller. You know what I'm saying? Guys being all up on the battlers, not giving them space. And it's a 2-on-2. You need the space. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was corny, man. But that first round, I got Young Kannon, Big Kannon losing, but by an edge. DNA and Charlie Clips towards the end of that round, they started freestyling. Second round, Big Kannon tried to do his rebuttal thing, and he is definitely one of the best at rebutting. But that shit was falling flat. Now, let me tell y'all something in case you don't know it. I've told Big Kannon this to his face. I've interviewed him, and I've told him this shit to his face. I told him, I said, yo, I bought tickets literally so I can see Big Kannon battle. Literally to watch him battle. I paid tickets. So he's definitely one of my favorites. But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna pull no bullshit and act like when he fuck up, he don't fuck up. Man, them rebuttals was falling flat. Like crazy. I definitely think he was doing too much. What he was doing when he did that shit was he was fucking up YK. Because YK, every time he got some sort of momentum, Big Kannon would tell him to chill for a second and let him rap. And it was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, Kannon? Like, and we saw, to me, what we saw Clips and DNA do to, I believe it was Austin Suge. That's pretty much what happened here. I actually got that second round. But I got that second round. I got the second round even. I actually got the second round even. Big Kannon started off slow, but later on, from after them rebuttal shits on, they were definitely cooking. There was more comedy and dope bars from DNA and Clips, but I scored that round flat even. So at that point, DNA only got 1 round. Second round is even. Third round, I have that third round a lot closer than what other people have it. I do think DNA and Clips took it. I'm saying that it was a lot closer though. Big Kannon, Young Kannon did not have a bad showing on that. But it was them fucking rebuttals and trying to freestyle in between. I feel like Big Kannon in this instance hurt the team more than what he helped the team. If you disagree with me, please make sure you tell me why you disagree with me. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think it was a 3-0. I think that first round was tied. No, excuse me. I gave that first round to Kannon and Clips. Second round I have tied. If you want to give it to them, I can understand because of like how slow the round started. But let's talk bar for bar here and let's be real. The third round though, Clips and DNA, I thought they edged it. I love the way these guys work together as far as their comedy and bars. I love to see Charlie Clips looking focused and giving a fuck. Him and DNA, they know each other well, they're family. Maybe it's that element, that chemistry that makes these two on 2-on-2s they've done, one on URL, one now RB. Maybe it's them two together that made each other elevate a little bit. The same way with K-Shine and DNA. I love that dynamic. I think they're the best together. My man Al said, yeah, I think Big wanted that same reaction. People were giving Clips on his rebuttals. Yeah, Clips was on fire with his and with the fucking freestyles. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Clips in the middle of his round was rebuttaling too. I'm just happy to see a focused Clips, or maybe, you know what? Let me ask y'all a question. How do we know Clips isn't unfocused? Maybe it's whether he's comfortable or not. Cause he seems in them 2-on-2s with DNA to be comfortable, like just the environment, like the laughing, the joking, the having fun as he's battling. Yeah, definitely Clips was in his bag. I thought Clips, just like in that first 2-on-2, was the highlight of the battle. And that was dope to see because it was such a dope mixture of freestyle, comedy, bars, camaraderie. Like it was fire to watch. I was happy I was there for that battle. I hate that it had to be the Cannons for this to happen too, because I just admire the work that these guys put in when they're penning their rounds. You know, I have a great admiration for that. Some of these battles I'm gonna do a separate recap for. So we talked about the Jimz and the fucking Goodz, and we talked about the 2-on-2. Let's talk about that Haze the Truth versus Truth Watson, the 1SK battle. First round it was on Haze the Truth. Now I'll tell you the truth. I've never watched Haze the Truth battle before. I've never seen a battle before. From my understanding, he's from somebody say he was from We Go Hard. I'm unaware. I won't lie to you. Like there's so many battle rappers. As much battle rap as I watch, I don't fucking know them all, man. It's like a new one. It's probably 5 new battle rappers every block you walk down. And a new league popping up every fucking week. Which I don't have a problem with. As long as they're putting out quality, I don't give a fuck about, you know, that get your money, love the culture, celebrate the culture the way I love and celebrate the culture. Haze the Truth, he started off slow. And I was like, because I've seen Truth Watson battle before. Me and Truth been following each other on Twitter before he was battle rapping. Me and him have went back and forth with my homeboy Big Dog, rest in peace. You know, we've had our Twitter wars with Truth Watson before. This was back when he was trying to be a boxer and a rap artist. This is before he was battling. So salute the Truth. I'm not trying to dish you. I'm just saying what the truth is. He was definitely a funny dude on Twitter. If you guys follow him, I don't see him so much on Twitter anymore. You guys should follow him. He's a very entertaining dude. But yeah, Haze started off slow, but he came out with what's that? He had a Soldier Slim. He had like a New Orleans Soldier Slim line that was fire, and I felt like from that line on, he started just going. And when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, because I've seen Truth battle before, and I know Truth got bars, and I'm like, oh shit, Truth might be in for a long fucking night, because now this dude is going off. Now his momentum is going, and like shit, are you gonna be able to stop this dude after this? So like I said, he had a Soldier Slim, like a New Orleans line. That coffee drop line, that coffee pot drop shit, that was crazy. Left Side Connection, salute to you. Excuse me, because I lost my place where the hell I was at. Yeah, that coffee drop, the coffee pot drop line, that was very fire and very unique. Now, there was a dude next to me talking about, oh, I heard somebody say that before. I've never heard nobody say that shit before. And let's think about it. At this point, we haven't heard everybody say a few things before that's similar. Now, somebody saying line for line, you know what I'm saying, 100% what somebody else said, I'm not cool with that. But I'm saying, like, if you think somebody hasn't said, yeah, the Edgar, salute Edgar Ramirez, say Left Side Connection, salute to you, sir. But yeah, like I was saying, man, like everything has been said before. Everything has been said before. This is the first time I've heard it, so I thought the shit was fire, and I actually thought it was slept on. I don't think, like, he got some reaction out of that, but I don't think the rest of the people fully got what that line was and what that shit was worth. He had that smartwatch scheme, that was fire. The Kaepernick line, that was fire. That Kaepernick line was fucking fire. But then he chokes. So here he is on the move. Here he is building up steam, building momentum. And this is a 1 SK battle. It's only 1 round. And after firing off like that, he had his fucking foot on Truth's neck. And he chokes. Now, I don't know how you guys feel, but if you watched any of my blogs before, you know I see it old school style. Like, if you choke, you lost that round. I don't give a fuck if you had the most fireest round on the planet. Salute to St. Mike, but St. Mike had some fire shit against Show Off. But when he choked, he choked. St. Mike's third round against Show Off was fucking crazy. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch that. Show Off versus St. Mike. St. Mike's another one of my favorites. That third round from St. Mike was fucking retarded. But after a while, the crowd reaction got to him, and he was stumbling and choking and getting it back and then but it was still a crazy third round. But you lost it. I'm from back in the days, fam. Call me old if you want, man. But that's how the fuck it been rocking. When I was over in the schoolyards and all that shit in the middle of the projects and so on and so forth, and motherfuckers were sitting there battle rapping in the rain, like that. Once you stopped, or once you stopped, your round was over. It used to be unlimited. Motherfuckers would sit there rapping for 20 minutes straight. But the other thing is, once you choke or stumble, it was over for you. Do I think you lose a round if you stumble? No. You lose the round if you choke. But it was just crazy to see, because Haze the Truth had a hell of a first round. A hell of a round. It was only one round. So here goes Truth Watson. He gets to go. The first line he said, I was like, eh. But then he went in and started cooking. He had the Len Bias line, which was crazy. He had his a watch scheme himself. He had a more drawn out watch scheme than Haze the Truth, but it was fire. He had a Birdman, he had a Diddy and Birdman, how I'm fucking up your features. That line alone shook the room. That shit was fire from Truth. Truth was definitely cooking him. Once he got on the roll, it was like he got on the same roll that Haze the Truth. So Truth Watson and Haze the Truth both started climbing with crazy momentum, going crazy, man. And then, let me see. Yeah, then Truth Watson chokes. So now you got two guys who choked. And now if you're judging this battle, you have to say, okay, normally a choke, you lost this battle. So with you both choking, do you feel, and I want you guys to give me your opinions, do you feel when two guys choke in a 1 round battle, you both just lost? That's it. There's no winner. It's a fucking draw. That's it. It's a done deal. Or do you do what I did and continue to judge it because they both choke? It's like they're even. I'm a big boxing fan. So it's like if I drop you, it's a 10-8 round. If you drop me right back, now it's an 8-8 round, or you can score it a 9-9 round. Neither one of us is getting the 10 points. What's you guys' opinion on that? So after that, man, it was a lot of teeth and hype jokes from Truth Watson to Haze the Truth, who's a short guy. I thought they were all dope the way he put it together. I will say that, and I don't know if he cared for people to know this, but he was on the stage, and like I said, I was right next to the stage, so he was on the stage saying how he was drinking before the battle. So I don't know if that helped with the choking, or sometimes like between bars, like he had a little time, but like he had some dope jokes after that, dope bars. He should have cut it off like twice, but he kept going. But at the end of the day, I'm going to score it based on that and say that Truth Watson won the battle because they both choked. But after that, man, Truth was going in about homeboy's relationship with some big girl. I don't know who's the female he's talking about. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but Truth was going in, and the shit was hilarious. The whole building was laughing. Salute to them dudes for putting on, though. It was a dope battle, even though they choked. I was upset that they choked, but salute to them, man. It is what it is. Let's get to the other 1SK battle, and then the other battles I'm going to do a separate blog on. You know what I'm saying? So the other 1SK battle was Chip Gambino versus Kush Clouds. I'm familiar with Kush Clouds because I go to the Trap New York events. I don't know if you guys ever go to the Trap New York events. Or if you know who Kush Cloud is. Haze, Chip Gambino goes first. Apparently he's from Arkansas or Alabama. He's from somewhere down south. But I was digging his style, his flow. He had a slight accent, but I thought it was like a New York style. And the reason why I say that was because, the reason why that's possible is because a lot of these dudes, the core for many years of battle rap was New York. And I still don't think, I dare you guys to name a group of 5 guys as a team who can beat the 5 best dudes from New York. We'll get into that shit a whole other time. But stop it. Fucking stop it. You cannot get somebody like the DMV right now, they're doing their thing. They are on fire right now. But you can't name 5 of them guys who are better than the 5 best from New York. You can't fucking do it. Alright? Anyway, let's get into it. He had a Brandy and Ray J line that was fire. Chip Gambino did, because he went first. That soul food scheme from Chip Gambino was crazy. That shit was crazy, and I gotta give him so much props for the thought process that went into it. The way he set that up was dope. The way he delivered it was dope. Shout out to Chip Gambino for that soul food shit. Fire. That Rockefeller and Dame Dash line, and then the little dance movement, how Dame used to dance, that shit was dope. It was well thought out, well put together. I like the way he formatted or not formatted, formatted or composed his round. Like, it was dope how he just put that whole round together. Very consistent and on point. Kush Clouds go. Mind you, Chip Gambino was also accusing Kush Clouds of being of stealing QP's style, quantum physics style. Now, there are a lot of similarities, man. And what I didn't like was that in this 1SK battle, Kush Clouds gets up there and pretty much proves him right. He sat there and it seemed like a round straight out of a QP book. If you had to look at a notebook of shit that QP has written, Kush Cloud's round came off like that. Very much so. So it didn't help that the way he structured and wrote his round, it played right into what Chip said when Chip Gambino said, yo, use a QP clone. So Kush Cloud had a Trinity symbol line. That was fire. Very unique. I fucks with that line heavy. That bag of chips line, that was crazy. That bag of chips line was crazy. The roulette bar, oh man, that roulette bar. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think when people play that battle back and catch that roulette ball, they're gonna have a whole different feel for what Kush is capable of writing. You know what I'm saying? The video scheme. He had this video scheme that was dope, but I still think the roulette line was the one that stood out the most from him in that battle. But he lost the battle, and I thought it was a clear loss. Did he have fire moments? He definitely had fire moments, but I thought it was a clear loss, man. You know what I'm saying? If you guys get a chance to, if you care about doing that, go check out the Kush Cloud's battles. I believe I was there when he battled XL. Don't quote me on that. I think he did battle XL, and that was a fire battle too. So go back. Yeah. I was in the building. I've seen Kush Cloud battle a few times. So on the Trap New York. So check out that battle with him and XL. And tell me, get back to me and tell me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLegend100. Let me know how you feel about Kush Cloud. If the comparison to QP is warranted, or was it just this battle that the similarities was there? And that's pretty much it, man. The half heavy battle and nice. We'll talk about that another time. The Low Soul and Show Off, and then John and Big K. I'm gonna do those blogs separately because we've been on this shit already, going on 47 minutes, which it don't seem that way. And then the other thing is too, I wanna be able to I wanna give it another play. I wanna watch it one more time, you know, from home now, and be able to really give my opinion on those battles 100%. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I loved the way that Nice and Half Heavy came to battle. I love that. That energy Heavy Half came with, crazy. But I'll get into that in the next blog. Everybody, Edgar Ramirez is the first time I see you on here. Salute to you. Big Al, salute to you. Visual, salute to you. DME, salute to you. Salute to all you guys. Thank you for spending almost a fucking hour with me here. Thank you for commenting, man. Salute to you guys, and I want to hear your opinions too. So hopefully I'll catch some of you guys. I know I'm gonna catch Al at another event, and some of you other guys. I would love to work with you guys, man. We could find a way to all get together and maybe do a conference call and just talk battle rap and put that content out. I don't give a fuck whose channel it goes on. I would just love for us to get together and shoot our opinions on a few things, man. I think that would be dope. And I wouldn't give a fuck whose platform is on. I just want to celebrate battle rap, right? So salute to you guys. Have a good day. Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy the games, man. And thank you for rocking with me.